Hey guys, it's Paul. Happy Me Philosophy, episode 12. I'm going to call this one Action Stations. It's all about taking action. It's all about you're going to learn through taking action. You're not going to learn through watching videos. I mean, you're going to learn some stuff through watching videos, but the true learning is in getting off and doing stuff, trying things, poking things, taking action. I've gone back to this and he's cleaning. I've got this little. I don't know if you can see this. Many of you won't know, but this is The Alchemist, and it's a famous Paulo Coelho. In Yorkshire, we just call him Paulo Coelho. But yeah, I have this little statue of an alchemist. It once came up on eBay for like £5, and I thought that's an alchemist. So yeah, looks like he's got a parrot on his shoulder, but I'm guessing it's a falcon. So I often when I go to sleep at night, I listen to audiobooks, and The Alchemist is one of my favourite books, and I listen to it, and there's a point where he meets the alchemist, and the alchemist is explaining that you learn through action, you learn through taking action, you learn through doing these different things. And if you know the story, he was a shepherd, then became a crystal salesman, and then he went off and he was chasing his dream, he was chasing treasure. And the alchemist was saying, basically, you've learned all this stuff, but you've learnt it through taking action. And I always thought, like, that book, when I read it, I thought, oh, well, you can... The lesson that I learned from it was that you could just go back and do what you did before. That was the first thing. But every time I listen to it now, I get a little bit more out of it. But a big message as he meets that guy, the alchemist, is take action. When I play a lot of golf. A lot of my videos are about golf, and I can watch 100 YouTube videos. I can read the book. Let me look at this book here. Look, this book, just on the short game. I've actually got another one that's just on putting. Extraordinary. Yeah, a book on putting, just on putting. Right? I've got all sorts of books up here on golf. But the truth is, I can take lessons, I can watch videos, I can read books. But the only time that I've really learned, so I've really understood, is when I've gone and done it. When I've gone and practiced my putting. I can buy a big book on putting, but you've got to be able to say, well, okay, it says if I hit it here, it'll go in, or if I do that, it'll go in. But I've got to see it. I've got to go and take action. I've got to poke the box, as Seth Godin sort of talks about. For you guys watching me, it's probably computer stuff in the main. It's online business. It's Happy Me stuff comes second. But I've read the books on Happy Me. I've done the study on the on all various things happiness related. But you've got to do things. You've got to take action. You've got to do something. You've got to move forward towards your goal. Your $1 billion mind, your $1 billion brain. You're going to set a huge goal, but you've got to take action towards it. You can't just go, I want to be a great painter, and then never pull out your easel and paint anything. I want to be a singer-songwriter and not ever sing. You don't just go, oh, that's it. I want that to happen. And think that you sit on the couch like Jim Carrey says and have a sandwich. That's it. Oh, I've thought about it. You've got to take action. You've got to do it every day. You've got to do something that moves you towards your goal. This week was a big week. I don't know if, like episode 6 or 7, I told you I was having some work done. So this week was the week I had it done. So I was in hospital doing some stuff. But I did it. If you go back and watch that video, it's because I wanted to make a change. Something took action. I got to a point where I wanted to do something about the issues I had. I'm not going into them again. It's in that other episode. And I took action. And and I just kept saying it's not going to be as bad. I'm going to be able to handle it. Whatever happens. So obviously for a week or two before I had an operation, I was antsy. I knew I was antsy, and I just kept telling myself, "You're fine. You're fine. You'll be able to handle it. Everything will be fine. You'll be able to get through it. Whatever's thrown at you, you'll be able to deal with." And if you read, I think it's Susan Clark. I've got it on my computer. Feel the fear and do it anyway. It's a really good book. Let me just have a look to make sure. So, Susan Jeffers, Feel the Fear and Do It Anyway. And she just says, just tell yourself you've got this far. You've got to a point where everything that's gone before, if you're still here, you've handled it. You know, I've been through things that I thought, you know, I've woke up in intensive care before and I handled it. I got through it. It wasn't a nice experience. It wasn't a great thing for everybody else to be around me or whatever, but we all handled it. We got on with it. I've been skinned. I've been out of work. I've been, negative things have happened, but you just get through them and you get on with them, and it's taking action and moving forward and learning. How do I learn about this? How do I, this is, look, I'm rocking, I don't know if you can see here, I'm rocking an original Happy Me t-shirt. It's probably good you can't see, because actually this one's quite clean. A lot of them have got coffee stains. But this was the first Happy Me t-shirt where I wrote Happy Me and then my network, my happiness. But what happens is if you wear a Happy Me t-shirt, people ask you what Happy Me is all the time, and it isn't about that. So now you'll see, look at the hair. I'm having me a haircut this week. The Happy Me is just a H. Because then nobody asks about the H. Nobody says, what's that logo? Nobody, when it's just a H, because it's your happiness. It isn't for them. It's for you. So the evolution of going, right, okay, well, I got some shirts done that said Happy Me, and then people started asking, oh, what's Happy Me? Like, especially smug bastards that could go, oh, what's Happy Me? And it was always good putting people in their place when you're supposed to be Happy Me, Paul. That surprised them a few. But I guess what I'm saying is take action. Take massive action this week. The learning comes in the action. The learning comes when I go and practice golf. The learning comes when I hit golf balls. It doesn't come reading a book. The book gives me information, but the action reaffirms it. The action says, right, I get what he's saying now. But I can't. It never happens until you take action. So if you're waiting for one of my training courses to finish before you go, oh, let me start that website, or let me start that thing Paul says about contacting people or emailing people. Let me finish the video before I actually think of doing something. You're gonna forget, or you're gonna not do it, or you're gonna I don't know. It's gonna miss you. It's gonna fly by on you. I take action by turning a camera on and start talking, or writing, or doing whatever I do. People say, why do you keep changing stuff? Because I'm taking action. That doesn't work. I'm taking action. I'm doing this. I will get to where I need to be faster than most people because I don't care. I just go, right, did that work? No. Does that feel right? No. Is it easy for people to use? No. Right, we'll change, we'll move, we'll take action. So, episode 12, take action. Right? It lives in create, don't compete. It lives in what you think about a little bit. Trust the feel. I may have to change the Happy Me philosophy because take action. If you ever see, I haven't got anything. You ever see the success cycle? I talk about belief, potential, action, and results. And I think the Happy Me philosophy may evolve again into something where one of them has to just be take action, take massive action. So, Happy Me Philosophy 12, take action. We'll go through it as always. Idea 1, you have $1 billion brain. You have a brain that is capable of anything. I've done stuff this week where my brain has just taken care of everything while I've been asleep. So this is set massive goals. This is set huge goals. You have a you'll never understand your brain. You'll never understand how great it is, and you have to be grateful for everything around you that it can do, that you can do, that you can. I'm grateful that I can breathe. Sometimes you only lay in a hospital bed for an hour or so. You start being very grateful for your health and your things that you can do. So, but number 1, idea 1, you have $1 billion brain. Idea 2, what you think about, you become. So it's great that you're reading videos. It's great that you're reading books. It's great that you're watching videos. It's great that you're doing self-improvement. It's great that you're trying to learn more knowledge. But what you think about, you've got to then go forward and create, which idea 3 is create, don't compete. This is really where taking action lives, isn't it? Create, create, create. Just create your stuff, do your thing. What will I do today? I'm going to create a better business process. I'm going to create another sales letter. I'm going to create, you're going to get your easel out and start painting. One of the nurses, she got an art degree, and she was training to be a nurse. And even though I was under the influence on the way out, I was saying, stick to the art, keep creating, don't give up on the art. It's great that you've got a job that you're going to help people. She's going to have 2 awesome careers. One in helping people with illnesses in hospital, and the other one having an art degree and being an artist. She was telling me she was into black and white painting, and she was all that sort of stuff. So, create, don't compete. Trust the feel. It's always about, how does it feel? I'm going to take action. And remember, Susan Jeffers says, feel the fear and do it anyway. So feel that, right, I'm going to be scared, but you're going to handle it. So trust that the feel's going to be that you're scared, but you're supposed to be scared, because if it wasn't scary, then why would you bother doing it? Why would I do these videos if they didn't scare me? Obviously they don't scare me as much, because I just see that only 10 people watch them. But you've got to do it. You've got to trust the feeling. Oh, I'm nervous. I'm anxious. I'm whatever. But I'm gonna handle it. This is where I want to go. I've set the dream, and I'm going that way. And it's gonna feel scary. It's supposed to. Right? Those are 4 ideas. $1 billion brain. What you think about, you become. Create, don't compete. Trust the feel. And then the 5th idea. 4 points for great self-esteem. Forgive them. Forgive everybody else. Forgive them for you. Don't do it for them. Do it for you. Don't hold the grudges. Don't worry about other people. Just forgive them. If they've pissed you off, or they've done something to upset you, or they've just let it go. It's no good for you. It's no good for you. So forgive them for you. It's happy me. It's happy me. It's not happy them. Forgive yourself. Forgive yourself for everything you've done. Stupid things that you keep beating yourself up about. Just forgive yourself. Be the best you. So reset and just go, right, I'm going to be the best me. How do I get back to being the best me? What do I do to go for these 4 ideas to get back to this place? What do I do? Be the best you. And 4, go at your pace. Do it at your pace. Don't think you have to do things at my pace at 100 mile an hour. Don't think you have to keep changing stuff. Don't think you have to do anything that isn't what you believe. So it's all about belief and action. And that's where I'm getting the Happy Me philosophies now. What you think about, you believe, and then taking actions. Probably create or compete, don't compete. It's all about what you really believe to happen. What you already really believe. What you believe is just what it's about. If you believe you can't do it, then you're not going to take any action. If you believe that you're not good enough, then you're not going to do anything. If you believe you can't change, if you believe that the world's a bad place, if you belief and action is where it's all going to live. So, episode 12, take action this week. Turn off the videos. Now that you've watched this one, turn off the videos. Go, follow The Alchemist. £6 on eBay. I'm pretty sure I had to pay £6 on eBay for it. But just a real reminder, that I have that to just say, The Alchemist is watching. Are you following your dreams, Paul? Are you following your personal legend? Is the universe conspiring to help you? All that stuff is for you. You take in the bits that you believe, the bits that are information. There's parts of The Alchemist I can't remember. There's a lot of spiritual stuff and a lot of things relating to God and stuff. But I don't believe in God. But I believe in the universe, but I don't believe in God. So I don't take in everything. I take in the bits that I need. Formulate a plan. Take action. Go after your massive goals. And the learning is in taking action. It isn't in reading the books. Cheers, guys. See you later.